for watching on my channel and welcome to this lesson on recorded speech. In this lesson, I'm going to look at two very specific cases of recorded speech, and I expect you have already learned my previous videos. In my previous videos, you have already watched the first forms and the second forms of direct and indirect speech, statement form and imperative form. And in these occasions, we'll start to look at the third and the fourth form of direct and indirect speech. Okay, now please look at here. It is yes/no questions. Okay, yes/no questions, it needs response yes or no as the answers. Okay, if you want to change the direct into indirect, we need if and whether. Okay, please look at this. For examples, Daniel asked me, "Are you at home now? Are you at home now?" Okay, if you see this is direct, comma, and the quotation mark as the indicators. Okay, so you can see this as the reported word here. Are you at home now? It is questions. So how do you report this into reported or indirect speech? Okay, Daniel asked me if. We need if. Okay, if I was at home then. If I was at home then. Why the subject I? Because Daniel asked me. What did Daniel ask to you? What Daniel asked to you? So the answers, Daniel asked me if I was at home then. And you can see this or here. It is present. So in my previous video, you can know that the changing of the tense needed in these forms. Okay, present changes into past here. So are becomes was. Okay, and then you can look at this now as the adverb of time, and you can see this change to become then. Okay, the second example. Robbie asked Hannah, "Did you buy this cake last night? Did you buy this cake last night?" You can see here, it is question form. Did you buy this cake last night? It is questions in simple past. Robbie asked Hannah. This is the direct. So how do you report this? What did Robbie ask to Hannah? What did Robbie ask to Hannah? So the answers must be in reported speech. Robbie asked Hannah whether. You can use if or whether. Okay? So Robbie asked Hannah whether she had bought that cake the previous night. You can see this. You refers to Hannah. Robbie asked Hannah. So you here refers to Hannah, changes to become she in reported speech. And then you can see this simple past, indirect. So if you want to change the direct into reported, simple past changes to become past perfect. So she had bought that cake the previous night. Last night changes to become the previous night. Okay, the third example to make you clearer. Mrs. Jane asked Tom, "Do you need help? Do you need help?" So, what did Mrs. Jane ask to Tom? Mrs. Jane asked Tom if he needed a help. You can see you refers to Tom. So that's why in reported, you changes to become he here. And then this simple present changes into simple past. So Mrs. Jane asked Tom if he needed a help. Okay? And then please look at this. The fourth, W as questions. 5 W and 1 H. What, where, when, why, who, how. Okay? So please take a look for the examples here. Alex asked Naomi. Alex asked Naomi. There, comma, and then quotation mark. Why did you leave the party earlier last night? Why did you leave the party earlier last night? In this form, you don't need to use if or whether. Just use the question words here. Okay? It depends on the question word in that sentence or in that questions. Alex asked Naomi, why did you leave the party earlier last night? So, what did Alex ask to Naomi? So, we need to change this into reported. Alex asked Naomi, why? Because the question word is why. So, you have to put why here. Okay, why she had left the party earlier the previous night. You can see it is question form, but if you want to change the direct into reported, the questions changes to become statement here. So after the question word why here, so you have to put subject after the question word why. Alex asked Naomi why she had left the party earlier the previous night. Why? And then you here, you refers to Naomi. So you have to put she refers to Naomi in reported speech. Why she? And then please take a look at here, did. It means that it is simple past. So simple past indirect. So if you want to change the direct to become reported speech, simple past changes into past perfect. Okay? She had left. We need past participle, leave, left. The party earlier the previous night. Last night changes to become the previous night. And then the second, John asked me, when will you go to the Finland? When will you go to Finland? What did John ask to you? John asked me when. This is the question word, when. Okay? You refers to me, I. So when I, this is present future, changes to become past future. I would go to Finland. So the reported, John asked me when I would go to Finland. And then now we will look at the four forms of direct and indirect speech, that is WS questions. In WS questions forms, we need the question words like what, where, when, why, who, how, and so on. Okay, let's look at this example. Alex asked Naomi, why did you leave the party earlier last night? Why did you leave the party earlier last night? So you have to see this, it is direct with the question word why. And the tense is in simple past. Okay, then you have to look at here is the effort of time last night. So we need the tense, the direct into reported. Okay, what did Alex ask to Naomi? So it means that we have to report it. Alex asked Naomi why she had left the party earlier the previous night. In the previous form, we did if or whether. But in this form, the WS questions, we just put the question word here. Okay, why? So see here, it comes from you. You refers to Naomi. So after the question word, you have to put the subject she. Okay? Alex asked Naomi why she had left. Had left, it is past perfect. Come from this. Okay, simple past indirect will change into past perfect in reported speech. And then last night changes to become the previous night. So the reported speech here, Alex asked Naomi why she had left the party earlier the previous night. The second example, John asked me, when will you go to Finland? When will you go to Finland? You can see here, it is the direct when will, in present future. So, how do we report this? John asked me when I would go to Finland, because John asked me. So the subject must be I here. Okay? After putting the question word when here, so we put I as the subject, then you can see this, it is present future. Changes to become past future. Will changes to become would. So the reported speech, John asked me when I would go to Finland. The third example, Mr. Tom asked his secretary, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Okay, so what did Mr. Tom ask to his secretary? Okay, let's take a look at here. Mr. Tom asked his secretary. The question word is what? So you have to put what. And after putting the question word what here, so you have to find out the subject, you hear the subject refers to Tom's secretary. So the subject must be she, right? What she, and the tense is present continuous, indirect. So if you want to change the direct into reported, present continuous changes to become past continuous. So the reported speech of the third example here, Mr. Tom asked his secretary what she was doing there. I hope that you can learn more about direct and indirect speech, and I hope that this video can help you to learn at home. Thank you very much. See you.